In this video, I will show you the absolute best business model that you can start as a beginner in 2025. And I will be comparing the 5 most popular business models out there so that you don't have to, right? So why should you listen to me though? Well, I made over $1 million with 3 different business models, and I'm gonna tell you all about those business models in this video. And I also know a lot of successful 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs who have made millions of dollars with those other business models that I'm gonna talk about in this video, right? And my promise to you, in this video, I will break down, again, the 5 most popular business models out there, and I will cover the pros and cons of each one so that you don't have to, and so that you can decide which business model is right for you, because here's the truth. All of them work. All of them make money. It's more so just to find the business model that you like, that fits your life and what you want to achieve and how much money you want to make as well. And how much freedom you want to have, right? And by the way, before we dive in, after you watch this video, you should 100% go and check out this training video right here. And you can find it at course.com/start. And we've had over, close to 30,000 people check out this video now in the past week. So once you're done with this video, go and check out this one. You'll find a link below, right? Now, here's your pain though. Here's most likely why you clicked this video. You know that you need to make money online and you want to escape the rat race and a job that you hate, it should say there, but you have no idea what business model to choose. And all of the different YouTubers out there, right? They tell you and try to sell you different ideas, and you feel lost and you don't know which one is gonna fit you the best. And you're just looking for like a breakdown video like this one where we cover the pros and the cons and everything in detail so that you can basically then go and find whatever business model you want to dive into, right? And my plan in this video is that I will break down each business model, the pros and cons as mentioned, so that you can make a calculated decision, right? Because there's no right or wrong, all of them work. You need to find something that fits you. Again, I made over $1 million with most of these business models that I'm gonna cover in today's video. And for the ones that I've not made $1 million with, I know a lot of people who have, right? So I know the ins and outs on all of these business models. And I don't care which business model you go with at the end of the day, right? Because they all work. I just want to inform you so that you can select the best one. And also, I want to reveal the secrets behind the scenes that not a lot of these YouTubers who tell you to do X, Y, and Z tell you about, right? So let's dive right into it. I've created a very simple, little table here that we can go through, right? So I'm going to reveal what the first business model is, right? And this is a popular one. So, and that is consulting and service, right? And I'm also going to bring up my UI here so I can change some colors, etc. All right. So the first business model is doing consulting or a service-based business, right? And I'm also going to basically give a rating for each of these business models on a few different criteria. So we have scalability, profitability, startup cost, time freedom, skill required, risk level, and then stress level as well, right? Because all of these ones are very important and there's a pros and cons with all of them. So let's break it down, right? So if we start with consulting service then, like a scalability, it's not really that scalable because you're basically selling a one-on-one service, right? It's one-on-one, you're selling your time. And you can basically, you can potentially have like 15 to 20 clients, something like that, which is great. This is how I got started. I made over $1 million. I made more than $1 million with a consulting service, with a marketing agency is what I did, right? And I had like 20 max on top. I think I had like 30 clients. I made like $50,000 to $55,000 per month in pure profit. It was amazing, but then I couldn't scale it anymore. So I was basically stood in front of the decision, like, do I need to hire more people and all of that? And when you sell a consulting service, it becomes pretty hard because you need to find really skilled people and you have a service delivery, you pay per month, etc., right? So it's scalable to a certain point, but then it's not scalable. And when you get there, it's no fun because now you're basically stuck. I call it the golden handcuffs. You're trying to scale, but you can't, and you really don't want to as well because of some other reasons we're going to talk about now. Profitability though, I would say that starting consulting service is very profitable up until that point, right? Because you're basically, again, the pro here is that you are selling time, right? You are selling your own time. You're working for them. You're doing a service delivery to them. Maybe you're running ads to them, whatever it is. So you can have very high profit margins when you do a service-based business in the beginning because you're handling most of it yourself, right? If you want to scale it, now you need to hire more people. Then it's not that scalable anymore. But at least in the beginning, as a beginner, it is profitable because you are selling your time. Like when I sold my service, I sold it for $3,500 per month and I paid my media buyers $600. So for every new client and per location that was, by the way, I got $3,500 in and I paid him $600. So I had like $2,900 left per location. Pretty good profit margins on that, right? The next thing I want to talk about is startup cost. And I would say startup cost is really good for this as well. It's literally like $0. You can like start with, you know, if you have like a website, not even that, you can have like an email and you can start emailing people and you can start to get your first clients, and you need like a phone basically, which most of us have as well. So you can call. Like the startup cost is literally non-existent with the service-based business, which is great. Time freedom though. This is a big no. Like when you run a service-based business or like a marketing agency like I did, right? You are constantly on calls, either if it's like sales or if it's, you know, support, or if it's, sales, support, that's mainly the main things. Or like onboarding, like turning out fires, just problems. You don't have a lot of this. Like I went on vacations with my family. I constantly had to do calls, because if you don't do these calls, you're basically losing your clients. So yes, you have high profit margins. It's cheap to start, and yeah, it's very beginner friendly, but like you have no time freedom. And in the beginning, you just want to make money, so you don't care about time. But then you start making money, and then you can't scale it anymore. Then all you care about is time, because now you have all of this money coming in, and you can't really do anything with that money. You're just stuck in your apartment all day, and you're basically stressed out like crazy, right? The next thing is skill required. I would say this is like an okay, right? You can like, you don't really need that much skill. Normally you have to like join a course, right? You need to learn a skill, whether it's like, you know, it's media buying, which is basically ads, or if it's like copywriting, or if it's sales, or if whatever it is. You need to learn a skill, right? So it's, I would say okay, but like pretty low, honestly. Like it's pretty beginner friendly to do this, yes. Risk level, I would say it's low, which is great. Like you know, you have no startup capital, basically. There's, quick and easy to start. There's not much risk to it. You can start with an email, you can start with a phone, and if it doesn't work out immediately, you can just change to another niche or test something else. Like very low risk level. Stress level though, boom, this is high, extremely high. Running a marketing agency or service-based business is, and I learned this from one of my early mentors when I was in the service-based business myself. He said like, Max, you're in like doing trading and selling a service one-on-one, like a marketing agency, is one of the, if not, one of the highest beginner business models that you can start. I'm sure if you run a huge corporation and like a software bunch like it, I'm sure that's extremely stressing as well. But as a beginner, like running an agency is like one of the hardest on your personal stress level, the business model that you can run. So yeah, this is high. It sucks, to be completely frank with you. It's great in the beginning once you have like maybe a couple of clients, but then you start to get 10, 15 clients, you're constantly on calls, you're trying to catch up, then some problems happen, then you lose clients, then ad accounts get shut down, then you have to find new clients, and it's constantly like that, right? So that's the first business model, right? You can see we have some green, some yellow, some red, right? Let's continue. The next one I want to talk about is Amazon FBA, or like Shopify, right? Basically e-commerce. I've not made $1 million with this business model myself, but I have friends who have, right? So let's break down this one then. Well, when it comes to scalability, I would say this is good, right? Because you can basically create a physical product, you can sell it, and you can ship it all over the world, and you can scale it, right? So it is very scalable. So the scalability is good. If you can sell like, you know, you can sell 10 items, or you can sell like 10,000 ones. You just need to be able to store and ship them, right? So, but it is scalable, which is good. Profitability, I would say this is pretty bad. I would say like profit margins for like an e-commerce, what is that? It's like, I don't know these numbers exactly, but I would say it's probably like 10 to 20% max, which is pretty low. Like those margins are not that fun. So when you see all of these people online, by the way, that tell you, oh, I made 100K last month with my Shopify store, like they maybe only took home like $10,000 out of that 100K, right? So it's pretty crazy. So it's not that profitable. Startup cost though, I would say this is, for a beginner, I would say this is pretty bad, right? Because you need to design a product, You need to source it, right? You need to create it, which is basically source it. You need to ship it. You need to store it. You need to put some money down to get this working, right? Then you can do like drop shipping and all of that, but it's still like, it's not that ideal if you're a beginner, if you ask me, right? Time freedom though, I would say this is like okay-ish to good. I would say that's okay/good, right? Because if you get a store that's working really well and you build systems around it, you know, it's basically running by itself. If you can automate, that is, right? If you can automate, it's good, right? But you still need to, again, you need to ship it, you know, to store it. You have like, people are like, it's physical products, right? And like they can break, so you need to like refunds. Like it's a lot of stuff. And either you do this yourself, which is gonna cost your time, or you outsource it and automate it to other people, but then that's gonna cost you money, right? Which is gonna reduce your profit margins, right? Skill required, like I haven't done this myself, but like I would say this is pretty high because you must buy a course basically, or learn from somebody else. So that's also comes into your startup capital, right? It's extremely hard to figure out how to start an e-commerce or Shopify store just completely from scratch without knowing anything. You need to find like good products. You need to know what's selling. You need to know the trends. You need to be able to sell it. You need to be able to like all of these stuff. I would say this is pretty high, honestly, right? Risk level, I would say this is high as well, right? If you're a complete beginner, you start putting down like 2K for a course, and then you start to put down, I don't know how much money people spend to like for the products and all of that. But let's say you put out another like 3K, I don't know, to actually be with all the tools you need and the products, the first products, and blah, 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 all of that. You might, you need to put all of that money down, and it's potentially a lot more than that. Again, I haven't run this, right? And then it might not work at all, right? So, and then you need to run ads. Maybe you're spending another like 3K in a month on ads, right? And, so it's risk. Yeah, it's high risk. And then stress level, I would say is like medium to high. It's probably pretty stressful in the beginning if it doesn't work, but then once it starts working, it's probably pretty good, right? So it's like medium to high stress level, right? Okay, let's continue. The third one we have that I want to reveal right here is affiliate marketing. This I have made a lot more than $1 million with. I'm still doing a lot of money with affiliate marketing. And so let's break down this one. I'm a big fan of affiliate marketing. It's really, really good. It's very scalable, right? It's great. It's amazing actually, because you have no product, you have no service, no delivery, no support. You're not literally doing anything. You're basically just recommending people to buy a product that you recommend, right? So for example, I'm an affiliate for High Level. I was one of their top affiliates for a very, very long time. And now I'm actually giving away High Level for free for our customers. So I'm actually sacrificing my affiliate income from that by just giving it away for free instead. Yeah, basically what I did is that I just recommended people to use High Level, and then when they signed up, I earned 40% recurring commission on that. So it's extremely scalable and you can make a lot of money from it. Like the profits here are basically like, they're amazing. Like you can have like 100% profit margin on this if you use organic traffic. If you use like YouTube videos and you recommend somebody to sign up to High Level, for example, and they sign up on their $500 per month plan and you earn 40%, which is $200, you're basically, all of that money is basically profit. You might spend a little bit on money on like a video editor or something, but it's amazing profit margins, which is great. Startup cost is like extremely low, like, right? You can start with like a YouTube channel. It's literally like $0, right? Like you need an affiliate link, you need traffic. That's basically it. Time freedom, it's also great. Like when I became an affiliate for High Level, the first month I did, what was it, like 4K per month. Next month it was, I think, like 10 or something like that, 10K. And then it was like 14, and then it was 24. And then the fourth month I made 40K per month after 4 months. It's pretty crazy. And then it went up to $65,000 per month. And then I literally didn't really have to do anything. Like I'm still not promoting this, and I'm still getting paid like 40 to 50K per month from High Level affiliates from stuff I did like 2 years ago. Pretty insane. So it can give you an amazing amount of time freedom, right? Skill required, I would say this is medium, bro. Because you still need to be a good marketer to do this, right? There's no, like, I'm not saying that this is easy per se. Like, you still need to figure out a lot of stuff. You need to be good at marketing. You need to find a product. You need to find a market who wants that product. And you need to be able to basically educate them how to use the product. So it's like, it's honestly medium to like high, honestly. It's not that easy, but if you figure it out, it's great. Risk level, like extremely low, you know. If you risk time, basically. So if you're already making a lot of money and if you don't want to risk time, it might be bad. But if you're a beginner, like, time is great to risk because it's free, right? And then stress level, I would say this is like low. I think this is great. Again, as mentioned, like 2 years ago, I made a big push for high level. I'm still getting paid 40 to 50K per month from high level, and I have no stress. Like I'm not even promoting it anymore. I'm still getting paid $40,000 to $50,000 per month from them. And I'm not actively growing it. I'm actually, on the contrary, I'm giving away high level for free to our customers, which is pretty crazy, right? So it's extremely low if you get it to work, right? So as you can see, I'm a pretty big fan of high level, but I'm a big fan of affiliate marketing rather, right? Now, let's continue. The next one I want to cover is day trading. This is a business model I've not made $1 million with. So I made $1 million with consulting, affiliate marketing, not with Amazon FBA, and not with trading. Trading scalability, well, I would say it's okay, right? Or I would say it's good, right? Because you're trading, right? You can make big trades, you can small trades, you can scale it. You're basically trading and you make profit on your trade, right? Then the risk level, but it is scalable, right? Profitable, well, it depends, right? If you make good trades, you can make a lot of money. If you make bad trades, not so much, right? You can actually lose money. Startup capital, I would say, is good though. I don't think you need, like, obviously you need like something to trade with, which actually make this hard. I would say this is high. And you can apply for that money. Obviously, you can get free money that you can trade with. Again, I've not run this business model, but like, you need money to trade, right? So you need that, or you start small and trade you up. You can do that as well. Time freedom, I would say this, I know for a fact though, this is like extremely bad. Like, this is horrible. Like, and also we can take those three together. Like, skill required is like extremely high, and risk level is like extremely high as well. Like, you can lose a lot of money on day trading. And also stress level, this is the worst. This is like even worse than bad. So time freedom, bad. You need to be able to sit in front of your computer basically all day, every day, and trade. That's what I've heard. And even if you're not doing trades actively all the time, you're still going to be stressed out like crazy all day, every day from doing day trading, because there's so much risk in it and there's so much skill required as well. And you're trading with real money stuff. So you can make a lot of money. So you have high highs and super low lows. And some of the most stressed out entrepreneurs out there are basically doing trading, essentially. So I don't recommend it. And also, you see a lot of people who push trading. Trading can be amazingly profitable if you combine it with something else. And that is the next thing I want to talk about now. So this is the ideal business model I want to talk about. So obviously, what do we want to do here, right? We want to find a business model that is scalable, extremely scalable, right? We want that. And we want to be able to sell something that is also, instead of selling our time, we want to sell something digital, right? We want to have like instant service delivery, instant delivery, right? What else? It's want to be digital, instant delivery, in demand, right? We want to have a lot of people who want to buy it. We want to have a lot of profit margins. We want to have, 80 to, if we can, 100%, right? And this one which is great. So we want to have high profit margins. Startup cost, we want to be able to keep it low and extremely low. We want to be able to make thousands of dollars. We want to be able to make thousands of dollars without putting any money down. And we also want to be able to test that it works before we go all into it. You can do that with this business model. Time freedom, like the time freedom with this business model is also extremely high. you can, yeah, like again, you have a digital product, you have something with instant service delivery, it's extremely scalable, and you have high profit margins because you can use organic advertising to basically scale this one. And so you can have a lot of time freedom. Like I'm coming from the service-based business model, and I'm now in this ideal business model. And before I had no time freedom, and now I have a lot. Skill required, I would say this is like medium to low. It depends on how you do it, and I will explain that in a sec, but there's still some things you need to figure out when you do this business model. I'm not gonna say that it's all super easy, everything, and it's blah, blah, blah. It still requires some skill, but it doesn't even compare to like day trading or a lot of these other ones. It's still medium. You still need to learn how to do it, essentially, and I will break that down in a sec. Risk level is extremely low because, again, you can test it out and sell it before you start to actually create the actual product. So it's not like, you know, drop shipping or Shopify, we need to buy the product first, or like if you do drop shipping, you don't really need to do that, right? But you need to put a lot of money up and do all of this research to like test it because you have physical products. Now, when you have a digital product, you can sell something digital that you have not even created yet, and you can get paid thousands of dollars for it before you actually build it. So you can verify that it actually works, right? And the stress level here is amazing. It's low, amazing low, which is great. And also it's fun. This is the big thing. It's fun. It should be fun to run, because again, when I was in my service-based business, I was making like $50,000 to $60,000 a month in profit, and that was great, but I was super stressed out and I didn't really enjoy it. I was selling like ads to roofing and solar contractors, and I had my first 2 clients paid me $20K per month in total, because they had 3 locations, $3,500 per location, so 6 locations in total from 2 clients, made over $20,000 a month. I've made a lot of profit from that every single month. It was great, but and I got great testimonials that I could use to get more clients, but I didn't enjoy roofing, I didn't enjoy solar, I just wanted to make money. And then I started to make more money with more clients, which resulted in less time, and I was super stressed out. So yeah, as you can see here, we basically have some clear winners, and I would say affiliate marketing is great, and also this ideal business model that I want to break now as well is by far the best one. So what is it? Well, it is, if you didn't guess already, it is info, right? Selling info is amazing, right? And everyone on YouTube trying to influence you how to start like e-commerce or SMMA or trading or Amazon FBA, like how do they make their money? Just ask yourself, right? Well, they're selling you information, right? So don't listen to what they say, look at what they do, because most of these people out there, they start an e-commerce business, or they start an marketing agency, or they start some copywriting agency. They start a service-based business, then very quickly they realize that it's, again, super stressful and they have no time freedom and they don't enjoy it. So what do? Well, they say like, oh, well, this ideal business model info, this is all green, this is scalable, and this is a lot easier to scale with as well, and I can actually sell something digital, instant service delivery. I don't have to be on calls all day, and that's basically how they make their money, right? So they tell you to do all of these stuff, but they make their money from selling online education. There's a reason why everybody on YouTube is selling info. It's because it's the best business model that you can start, right? Now, I'm sure you have a bunch of objections now as well. You're like, but Max, I don't know anything about like how to, like, I don't know anything that I can create a course about, or I don't have a big social media following, or I don't like being on camera. So let's break this down, right? Here's the thing. I don't know anything to create a course about. Let's do this one first. So let's do that over here. I know a lady, she teaches people how to knit, and she makes over 100K per month. I know a guy who plays the saxophone, who also makes over 100K per month. You know, there's people teaching people how to like play ping pong. I have a customer of mine, Max, who teaches people how to play golf. Like all of these, like online education is not only about teaching people how to start a business or make money. It's just because you see that, because that's what you're looking for most likely on YouTube, because that's what you want to learn. But the online education industry is huge. There's people having huge businesses teaching people how to play the piano or playing instruments, right? Or like coding, like doing how to do Airbnbs. There's so much stuff that you can do online courses about. If you know something that like a hobby that you have, or a skill that you have, or maybe you've been in the corporate world for a long time, or maybe you have something that your friends ask you about all the time, you have something that a lot of people want to learn, right? And if you do, you can sell that. You can sell that information. It's education. You can educate people about what you know. That's online education. That's all an online course is. People are basically right here, current situation, and they want to get here, desired, right? Desired situation, and here's current, right? Let's see here, current, right? And so there's a lot of people who can't play golf and they want to get to 36 in handicap, or there are people who can't play the saxophone and they want to learn how to play the saxophone or the piano, or there are people who have like they can't like dunk when they're trying to play basketball and they want to learn how to dunk, and then guess what, they're willing to invest money to learn how to do that, to get there faster, easier, with more help and support, right? So yeah, so you have 100% something that you can create a course about. And no, it doesn't have to be like a business opportunity thing. So we fixed that one. The second thing is like big social media following. So let's talk about this one over here then. Like you don't have a big social media following. Well, look at my YouTube channel, right? I have like 60,000 subscribers, but I get like 1,000 views to max, if it performs really well, like 5,000 views, right? But from that, I basically fill our sales calendar, sales calendar. Like 1,000 people watching a video is a lot of people. Even if you have 500 people watching a video, there's a lot of people watching a video. And if you then have a call to action, as I had in the beginning of this video, and if you scroll down below this video as well, and in the pinned comment and also in the description bar, you will see that I have a call to action, right? I have a call to action. So this thing that you need like a lot of views to make a lot of money is not true. You can have small views, but selling something for a little bit more high ticket for more money, and then you can build a very profitable business from that. You can like coach people and teach people in every, like your imagination is really what's stopping you from what you can create a course about, truly. If there's a lot of people out there who have an interest about something, like you can sell a course about it, right? Because if you're interested in it, chances are that a lot of people are, other people are interested in it as well, right? Then also the next thing I want to talk about is that on YouTube, there are 1 billion watch hours per day. Try to take that in. Every single day, there are 1 billion hours being watched on YouTube. Every single day. Meaning there's a crazy amount of traffic on this platform. It's absolutely insane. So if you're not starting a YouTube channel, you're completely missing out. And pairing a YouTube channel with an online course is literally the ultimate business model you can start. Just ask yourself, why do all of these top entrepreneurs who make millions and millions, tens of millions, some of them, of millions of dollars per year, why do they have a YouTube channel and why do they sell a course? Well, that should tell you something. And yes, you can 100% do this yourself as well. And then the final one, like I don't like being on camera. Well, here's the thing. If you don't like being on camera, I can pretty much guarantee that it's because you've never been on camera that much. I used to hate being on camera. I'm still don't really enjoy being on camera. But here's the thing. If there would be a bunch of people around me right now, I would not be that comfortable. But I'm in my home, there's nobody around, nobody seeing me, and I'm talking into a lens. And I don't even think about that a lot of people are gonna watch this video. So when you practice this and you've done some videos and you're just talking to the lens by yourself, then you just stop caring. You just start to like stop caring. It doesn't even feel real when you post a YouTube video. And then you realize that, oh, my first video, like 50 people watched my first YouTube video. I got 0 comments. Oh, nobody cared. Wow, okay, crazy. So like in the beginning, nobody cares because you're just starting out. But then when you start to get like 1,000 views per video or 5,000 views per video, then you're like, oh, people actually enjoy it. So then you get confidence, right? Over time, right? So that's basically your objections. I'm sure you have a lot more of them. If you do, and if you want some help with this, again, I highly encourage you to go to course.com/start. Check out this free training that we have. As you can see, we had almost 30,000 people in the past week to check out this training. It is a 7-minute training when I break down exactly how I made over $2 million in 12 months with a brand new online education business, and how I help beginners to turn their skills or passions into $10,000 to $100,000 per month businesses. So if you want to learn how to do that, go and check out the free training and you'll find the link below, and I'll see you there. Let's go.